enemy?
How's it going, everyone, and welcome to an update that I haven't done in so long, and there's so much I need to kind of go through. Actually, there's only 3 things, but there's quite a few changes that you probably would have noticed in the videos, mainly where I'm shooting them from, but also some of the issues I've been having. It's kind of want to get across. So first of all, let's just talk about the new kind of office space I'm in. So yeah, I think about a month ago now, actually, I moved house. And I'm now in this kind of little place. It's not permanent, so I might be moving soon, but I'm not sure when. It's just a short-term kind of thing. But it's quite nice for now. It's nice and cozy in here. Got my setup on the desk. I did actually kind of film and vlog the move from where I was to this place, but then I started making some videos and posting them with me filming in here that I hadn't actually got around to actually editing the vlog, and I thought actually it seems a bit weird me doing it after me filming in here, so I kind of just left it. But now I'm kind of informing you. So I've got this little office, I've got my desk here, I've had to move my camera into a more downwards and face on view. I've got a different desk than I was using last time, so it's a bit hard to move it in different positions. So I still want to try and get it to the side, and I still want to try and get a curtain down the back of this archway, just something black just to cut everything off. But that's something I need to look into, because going on to my second point is games. I know I'm covering a lot at the moment, so this is probably down to me taking on too much too soon early on in the channel. I've only got myself to blame, but at this moment I'm playing catch up and I'm hopefully getting there. So as you know, I'm covering about 5 games at the moment, which I've got them over here, which are Battleborn, Overwatch, Division, Doom and Quantum Break. Now, 2 of them should have been done and dusted by now, Division and Quantum Break. I'm getting there with them, I swear. And Doom should just be getting through steadily, which I think I'm on mission 6 or 7 now, and I'm constantly recording more every day, so they should be finished soon enough. Overwatch and Battleborn, they're long haul because they're all multiplayer, but I think the issue was that I started games that I've started games that I shouldn't really maybe put on the channel, or when I did start them, I suddenly started covering like betas and demos, which was probably not a bad mistake. It's quite good, they're quite fun, but they kind of like, let's say I started doing Division and stuff and I was carrying on, and then Quantum Break came in, and then suddenly I stopped both of them, and there's a massive chunk of me just doing demos and betas, and I didn't do any of the games that I have over here, like in between any of that. So it left like 3 months, because there was so many. There was like Mirror's Edge, there was Battleborn, there was Overwatch, there was Homefront, which was crap, there was Gears of War, and there's probably another 3 in there that I covered, and all of them were in the space of like probably 3 months, and they were all in one go, and I didn't fit any of the games that I actually wanted to play in between playing them, or not enough as I should have. So there was a very long time where they were just left, and that's why even it's like 4 months, 5 months, 6 months maybe after their release, I'm still playing them. But I will get through and complete them, and it gives me something else to do, because then at least I got some more games to carry on through with. I want to get them all done and dusted before like the new quarter, or like mainly E3 stuff starts coming out, because I'm going to be covering a lot of those games as well. Some I might not buy, some I will. I'm hoping to get back onto the Wii U, because I have covered some games in there, but that'll probably be for Zelda. That's when I'm probably going to go back on it. I do have some Wii U games somewhere hanging about, which would be cool to play, but at the moment the Xbox and all that is where I'm at. That's games, that's the new office. The other main point is actually what I'm talking to you guys through, or at now, is the camera. I'm probably gonna have to make a real big decision here and have to remove the face cam from all my videos from now on. I think it's a tough choice and not one that I had to make, but I'm having some issues with it. So if you do follow me, you'll notice that maybe in some videos that the camera suddenly cuts out, or I don't have a camera at all, or I post a message halfway through a video saying there's something wrong with my camera, and I have no reason why it does it, but my webcam linked to my PC or a computer over here via QuickTime has a tendency just to quit. See, I only use three like programs, which is my game capture, Audacity, and then QuickTime. My webcam, which is a HD 1080p Logitech webcam that everyone and their nan uses, seems to work through QuickTime, but sometimes it crashes, and once it crashes, I can't really start it back up. My computer has a fit and has an issue, and all the work it tries to do with me trying to export and save a file or load up another video on the side, so I have one to save and one working, it just doesn't work, and it freezes the computer and it crashes. Well, it doesn't really crash, it just makes everything else not work. So originally when I first started YouTube, I used my phone. So it's an iPhone 6. So I would try and put it this way, like obviously try and look at the camera here. But the problem is I can't see where I'm looking at, so it didn't really work. So I'd use the front camera, but we know the front camera is not very good. When I did start using this, the memory ran out because I've got like the lowest memory because I don't really have much on it. So I couldn't use my iPhone. So I started using my travel camera that I bought over a year ago now, which is, I think I've shown you guys before, it's the G7X Canon. I invested in this a year ago when I went traveling and stuff, and I thought, it'd be one of my big buys. And it's a great camera. It's probably a bit roughed up now, some scratches, and the audio is probably not great, but I don't use it for the audio anyway. But the problem is I'm not sure if it's just a Canon or this camera itself, the video only lasts for about 16 minutes before it cuts out. So it only records up to 16 minutes and then it cuts out. If I press record again, it's fine. I can record up to another 16 minutes. I don't know if this is just this camera, or I think I read that it's a VAT tax, I don't know, like T's and C's and shit, that they, for maybe Europe or something, that they can only record for a certain amount of time. I'm not sure if there's apps out there or something I can plug in and download to make it go for longer. But the problem was when I was using it, I would have to watch when 16 minutes was coming close, get to a point in my game, pause it or stop it, and then stop the recording and hit again. And I would end up with like sometimes 3 visual recordings just for one video. And you'll see, I think I mainly used it during the Tomb Raider game. You'll see like cuts. I never really cut the game unless I'm doing something really stupid and it takes a long time that no one needs to watch. You'll see random like me stopping and cutting and carrying on. And that was me jump cutting and editing my visual together because I had to stop and restart it. And it was annoying. So that's when I like invested in the Logitech webcam. And I've never really had any issues up until probably a couple of months ago or something, where it would just cut out. QuickTime. It's not the camera, I think it's QuickTime. I'm not too sure what's wrong with it, but QuickTime would just stop working. You'll notice it probably more in my Doom videos. Like, it seems to not want to record for ages, and Doom's a really long game, as in the missions that I do, and 30 to 40 minutes is probably an average that you get in a Doom mission, and sometimes the QuickTime will quit. And the problem was, when I'm looking here at my TV, or you guys on the webcam, I'm not looking at my PC over here, and I can't see when it shuts and the message comes up, so I don't know how long it's been off. And sometimes it's probably a minute, and sometimes it's probably like 10. I have no clue. And all I can do is I can reload QuickTime. It'll bring back up my file that I was using, and like up to the point it crashed, and it'll let me save it. The problem is I have to wait there for like maybe 10-20 minutes, depending how big the file is, for it to export and save. And that means everything else is running still, and I'm sitting here waiting for that. And that means all these other files are getting bigger and bigger and bigger while I wait 20 minutes. And sometimes it will take longer because Audacity and the game capture is still running, because there's loads of stuff going on the computer. It takes longer to export. And then I can't just click file new movie recording and have that going in the background. It just seems to fuck with my PC. It doesn't work. So I think what I've decided to do is, from today, the videos that you're going to see after this, there may be some before, I'm not too sure, because I'm trying to get ahead on some videos, that most of them, if not all, until I figure out a fix for this, are not going to have a webcam. And it's something I don't want to do, because I love everyone to see my reactions, and that's the whole point of having it. But I think content wise, if I'm going to have to keep constantly making videos where halfway through it crashes. I literally just made a video and it was like it's like 12-15 minutes long and it crashed. And there's no reason for it to crash. And what's the point of trying to use something if I have to constantly try and make sure that it's working when it should be and it keeps crashing? And having half-made videos with visual and then the rest of it nothing, I'd rather do it without. So like I said, there might be a couple beforehand, which I don't think there will be, but definitely most videos from now will have no webcam until I figure out a fix. Unless I get like an actual DSLR kind of camera, which again I don't know if they cut out after 16 minutes still as well, just as my Canon. I won't be doing visuals because I think the content will just be better and more safer without it. I don't have to worry about it crashing. I can just use the capture and the audio. So I'll try and give more of an audio experience through it, and hopefully that will work. There are many gamers and channels still out there that don't do visual and just do audio, which works for them and visual works for me, but I'm now going to have to make sure audio by itself with the game capture works for me. So I hope you guys understand. I'm really sorry, but obviously I'll let you know if I get a fix for it or I figure out why QuickTime keeps quitting. But from now on, it's just going to be audio and game capture, but it won't affect the gameplay. Still be playing the same games, still be reacting and talking the same. I'll probably have to be a bit more talkative because you won't be able to see my reactions, but maybe I'll come up with some stuff and it'll work. So yeah guys, I hope that clears everything up for you, and I hope that's all right. And hopefully it won't be so long for the next update. So as always, if this kind of thing, I'll see you soon. Bye.